In vivo.
We're live, technically early since I started it as an 11:15 broadcast because they don't mind if you go early. They
There
only
you
mind
go.
if you go late.
I like
So
it.
seemed like the best of both worlds. Then we can say we were on time.
Yes.
How are you?
I am out of breath.
Yes, you were running right to the last minute. Me too. I was running up the stairs.
Yep.
the the shed and trying to get stuff taken care of.
Yeah. No, this last weekend was pretty intense. We what did we do? We did so Friday we had a comp thing that we went to with Pacific Northwest Crawlers, which was rad. But I didn't get to stay long because we had a memorial that I was speaking at the following day.
There for like a day, right?
Yeah, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I ended up getting some hardware for best tube work, so that's rad. We'll see. I really wanted to go. I really wanted to comp the next day, but I didn't. I wasn't able to, so I was like, eh.
There was a "that's what she said" moment in there, and I just let it go.
Yes.
People can figure out where in there it was, but yeah.
Yeah, so that was cool. Then I was supposed to have a bachelor party or go to a bachelor party on what day was it? On Saturday night after the memorial, and I was just gassed. I was like, sorry guys. But we were going to go golfing the next day on Sunday. And then something happened with one of the dudes and home problems. And so I went and rescued the bachelor on Sunday morning, and then we just hung out forever.
So, you rescued him?
Yeah, it was one of those things where the wife wasn't too happy with the other guys. So
it's always the other guy's fault.
Yep. So I went and rescued him, and then it was good. So then we hung out, took him to the airport on Monday, because that was Sunday that we hung out. And then Monday after the airport, came back to the school where we were getting portables delivered, and I had to run that show. So just been one thing after another. So
sorry, I was getting measurements for people on the LMT.
Oh, the new LMT?
Yes, the Mega that we're being requested.
Mega.
And I have not been. The cage is just as wide as the other one.
Yeah, remember the body fit, the Son of a Digger body fit. So what's up, David Ferris? RC Car Garage RC Guy Garage says, "Where's the tractor footage, Tony?"
Tractor footage, oh baby, that is coming. It's actually uploading right now. It might actually post live while we're doing this. It's not smart enough to say unlisted.
Live.
Maybe I can fix that so it'll go late live after we're done. I can show some tractor footage.
Nice,
but it's coming. The video is edited and uploading. So
now you're getting into my world where I have my own little trail in the backyard.
Yes. It's I had 19 yards of clay delivered.
Wow, that's a lot of clay.
It was a lot of clay. There's some leftover for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see if I use it or not. But I also kind of filled in like where, because it's a ravine next to my garage.
Uh-huh.
And so like where my trailer was, it was getting sketchily like close to where the cement is. So I kind of built up some of that. One, for driving my tractor on. And then two, I also built up back where the course is. So I was piling dirt up and it was kind of falling down the hill a little in order to build up and give me more width.
So you're like, well, I'm getting rocks.
I was losing dirt as I was building up.
Yes.
But it was, 11 yards was $150.
Yeah.
That didn't seem bad. That was delivered.
Really?
So, yeah. So
wow.
It was it was $10 a yard.
That's pretty cheap.
Or $9 a yard. It was like a $50 delivery fee or $60. So the clay itself was only like, I think it was a $60 delivery fee, and because I paid in the green stuff, not that green stuff, the cash.
Oh, yeah.
I paid in cash.
That's the way to do it, man.
and he gave me a little bump down because today I only got 8 yards and it was still $140.
Yeah,
or 145. I'm like, dude, I just paid 150 for 11 yards. Yes.
Yep.
Although he did give me a huge bag of frozen chicken nuggets. He just pulled it out of the cab of the truck. Here, try these.
That's our new sponsor. Chicken nuggets sponsored by Dirt Trucking.
Crystal clear bag, baby. It's just a clear bag of nuggets. I'm like, this doesn't seem sketch at all. But no,
funny.
it's like a trucking company. It's like this small trucking company called Ralph Meyer Trucking. He's got a Sunoco station, and whenever you call in, it feels like you're paying them to have like, where do you want it delivered?
Oh yeah.
How much?
Yeah.
Well, I only got a little. I'm like, I need 11 yards. Oh yeah, I guess I could do that. How about 30 minutes? I'm like, dude, you made it sound like you couldn't squeeze me in. It would come immediately.
I know. It's funny how that works.
Nuggets.
I know. It's funny how that works. It's like I'm dealing with an electrician getting electrical to the school portable, and I'm like, he's like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, do you want the job or not? Like, just do it. Like we both know, like, it's like I know enough about electric running lines and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, there's already infrastructure there. Just push the wire through and let's go. Like, and he's like, okay, we can be out there Monday. And I was like, you think? It's crazy. A lot of people popping in today, man.
Yeah, man.
We got who else do we got? Grizzly Built, Trailer Trash, Jeff Walters, CSLRC. I think I met Matthew Copeland, CK Hobby Shop. Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna get into it.
Do it.
Mega truck with monster tires and a wheelie bar, or an OG LMT and why?
Ooh.
I would just do the OG LMT. Like, if you're gonna make it a monster truck, you want, like, for tricks and all that, you want that short wheelbase. I mean, watch America, man. Like,
I can still backflip this bad boy.
You can. Yeah, you can.
And I could still slap wheelie like nobody's business.
Yeah.
And now even more so.
People are wanting it because they think it's going to fit more bodies. The cage itself, I don't think is going to.
I don't think it makes a difference.
You're still going to have to take it off and put on body posts.
Yeah.
Like,
personally,
you're gonna have more color options for your body if you just go with the black chassis on the OG. Like,
okay, so here's the thing.
Super fast on 3S instead of 4S. Like,
yeah.
So there's things like, if you're not going to mud truck it and you don't need that torque, I would just totally get the OG. Like, the OG has been just it's been wicked good.
Yep.
So if you want the cutoff thing, I mean, you can hacksaw it off if you want to put a different body on. People are doing it anyway. It's not a big deal to hacksaw off the front.
Okay,
clip.
So most of the people that might be entertaining this probably have a set of 2.6s somewhere. I would think, maybe, right?
Yeah, but then you got to down convert to 12 millimeter hexes, and you don't
just buy new wheels.
Well, yeah,
yeah. So if it was me and I already had wheels and tires, I would 100% go with this because it's not common to buy these types of wheels and tires yet, and I just like. I like it. I mean, the LMT was a lot of fun. I
just want it to be a mud truck. Stop making my mud truck a monster truck, everybody.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. It's fun as a mud truck. I don't think
really
you would.
Super fun. Like,
I don't think you would put monster truck tires on it after you drove it like a monster truck.
Coming. We're gonna be racing in this side yard, man.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
It's gonna be insane.
But chassis colors is what Black Market is saying. Join late. Did the kids enjoy the chicken nuggets? Jeff Makovich says. RC Guy Garage is clapping. Good evening.
Trailer Trash says, build a 1/6 scale LMT track. I know it doesn't exist yet, but if you build it, maybe it will come. I've built the mini tracks and they still ain't come. I got jumps. I need to post those jumps for sale. Those things are wicked good. Yeah, I first need to take my batch of them out that I want.
There you go.
Got to send some to No Limit RC of Virginia to run.
There you go.
And whatever's left, I'll sell. Jeff Walter, what's going on?
I like it.
Owen Rogers in the house.
I don't have long enough arms.
The chicken nuggets. So the kids weren't here. The kids, and I just sent them a picture of the track. They had no idea that I was doing it. They left Sunday afternoon. They went to their cousins in Detroit.
Oh, so you're stag right now?
So my wife today left from work directly to home or to her brother's house. And so all day I've been working, but at about 2:00 I cut out, like boom, checking out, got stuff squared away. As you know, my Italy trip got canceled.
Yeah.
So I have an extra week and I was like, well, I got extra time now. Like I was crunching deadlines like big time.
Yeah.
I still am. But it gave me some free time today to be like, I'm going to clock out at 2. I worked hard.
Yeah.
And I went and bought and moved 1,700 pounds of rocks from a pile into the back of my truck.
Nice.
And I finally just stopped and I told him, I'm like, I'm done. My back is done.
Yeah.
I drove my truck on the scale. I was like, well, it moved 1,700 pounds of rock. I could say it's done. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Can't you get that?
Move them into the tractor and then to the ground and then back up onto the course.
You can't get rock delivered in a truck, in a dump truck?
You can, but it only cost me $150 to get 1,700 pounds of rock doing it myself.
Then you have to move it twice.
3 times.
See, I learned the first time, and then because I used to just get rocks.
I couldn't move it where I needed it to anyway, so I would have still been.
You can't put it on your tractor?
So here's the thing. I wanted to choose the rocks.
Oh, you want to be one with the rock.
No, I didn't want, because they're all like round. Like, so the 8-cent ones, there's a lot of just round, like big.
Yeah, river rock.
River rock. But I wanted the ones that were, had flat spots and weird shapes and stuff and broken and all that. So
yep.
I picked them, hand picked them for about an hour.
Nice.
I was sweating like crazy. I should have brought water. It was one of those moments where you realize
you didn't hit it today. You didn't hit the stone with your staff.
And yeah, that's exactly what I did.
You're like,
the water came flowing.
Yeah. Hang on one second. I'll put my ears down because I'm going to grab my monster truck. Hang on.
I made sure I used water that I'd split from the sea earlier for that move.
Hold on.
Yes, always Loctite. You're right, RC Guy Garage. I'll say Guy. If I say Guy, you guys know who I'm talking about. Mr. 1998 Jeep Cherokee. Welcome.
All right. I'm going to try something out on this.
So you're working on something, right?
Uh-huh.
Is this, are you working on the wheelie bar?
Uh-huh. I've already got one installed. I'm just checking out on
a different truck.
Yep.
If it'll fit an LMT. I like those headlights, by the way. Those look pretty fly on that truck.
Oh, you can see. I don't know if everyone else can see them, but.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Like it. Little CCXRC Monster Mash sticker action. And by looking at this, it will fit. They just are going to be at a weird angle, I think. I think they're too long.
Yeah. Well, it's really for protecting the most beautiful body there is for an LMT as of this point.
Yep. Oh, yeah. No, I could cut this quite a bit shorter and be good. All right. Now I know. You want to see it? Well, hold on. Let me.
Oh, yeah. We want to see it. I'm going to full screen you, though.
Hold on. Let me
give the backstory.
Let me cut one out. Hold on.
Cut one out?
No, I'm just saying out of the plastic, out of the wrap. Then I'll show it on the truck.
Oh.
I got them wrapped so they don't go all over the place in my backpack from the shop. Because that's always fun when you're like, I have 16 pounds of.
Farmers give rocks away for free right out of the fields here. Dadgummit.
Dang, bugger got me thinking, Tony. RC Garage says.
So some of the farmers here give them away too. In fact, I have somebody saying that he'll give me some, but I kind of was in like I need to get it done right now stage. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to get all of the rocks I needed. So I'm going to wait for some other ones that said they would be gifted me.
Oh, there you go. Okay. You ready to see these?
I'm ready to see them.
Let me change the light so that I can
make sure it's the best light you've got available.
Because it's right in front.
All right. Hold on. Boom.
There you go.
There it is.
It looks odd, but when you have the king sling, you'll totally get it. So it's got a little bomb in it. These are stainless steel. So they won't. They are thick. They're almost an 1/8 inch. So they won't rust. They're not going to spark. I thought about making some titanium ones so they would spark.
Ooh, that would be cool.
But I was like, those would be really expensive. So I'm like, let's not do that. But it's got a little bit of the holes are slotted a little bit. So, I mean, it's just a little bit of adjustability. If you wanted to get a little bit, I don't know if there's a body that's slung out a little bit more. But what's rad is because they're so thick and they're not heavy, but because they're thick, you don't need to put a bar in between them. So they're just like two little fins that stick out.
And so, do what?
Look at that. They just come right up underneath the fender here. The fender has a little bit of an arch that you can't really see on camera, but come up right underneath there, and it'll actually just stand not on the body, but right on the back. Like it's just got a little bit of, like you could still hit the body, but I've been beating the snot out of mine. And mine was already broken by Race and Dennis Anderson. And so mine's glued back together and it still hasn't broken.
That's a pretty cool story though, that your body was broken by Race and Dennis Anderson.
Yes,
That's
it was.
A pretty cool story.
It was. That's why I'm like, I got to get another body for this so I can shelf this one. But these will be pretty rad, man. These, I'm excited for these. You can actually go and get on a list. We have some in stock. I think we'll probably give a set away today. You've got a set coming to you. I'm going to put this down now. I'll send you a couple sets, Tony, so you could try them out on different stuff. But
I need to find some powder coating for mine.
Well, that was a question. So I was thinking about powder coating.
I would do mine green.
Would you?
Oh yeah, just blend it in with it all.
If you want to wait, I can get them powder coated, but I'm not planning on powder coating anything anytime soon. But I'll send you a pair of raw ones, and I'll send you a pair of powder coating ones when I start powder coating something. So, so if you head over, and maybe we could put these on. So Black Market says get some cross members. They don't need cross members.
You don't want to hang it up in the mud though. Like if you're in the mud, it'll drag and pull in the mud. So
this is much thinner aluminum, and I did bend one, but I have holes in it, and it didn't need a cross member. And that truck is heavy, and the stainless is not quite double the thickness, almost double the thickness. And you probably can't see that.
But. Well, the idea is when you're in the mud and it goes back, you don't want it, to fill that thing with mud when it scoops and catches, and two, the drag in the mud. Yep. That'll allow it to just kind of
cut right through it.
You're still going to pull some, like if you hit back like that, you're still going to maybe that back end will hit mud because it's not going to stop it from mud. But
and what
through it.
What happens a lot of times is you always smack the wheelie bar and kind of come up forward. Or you can drag it, and I was dragging it on sand, and it wasn't ripping up the body at all. So it just sits on the back of this. You don't need a cross member on this. I mean, the only thing that I could see failing, the other thing is it works with the stock hardware. So you just screw the stock hardware right into it, and there's a third hole if you want to do it or not. You'll see on the King Sling, it's a little bit different.
And you have a hole at the end, so if somebody did want to mount a cross member, they could at the very end of it. Yeah.
Yep. So I have that as an option too. So, but yeah, these are going to be pretty rad, man. So if you want to get a set, you can go head over. I don't know if he's got them on the site yet, but I did the Shark Tank thing. And so I've got a royalty deal with Scale Metal Supplies. So
right on.
You can go out there, buy those. He'll have them available on the site for order. We have.
Ooh, I like RC Guy Garage's idea. If you did want to do the titanium, you could do a cross member across the back with holes in it for threading and put in screws into the cross member that would drag on the ground.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
that's
totally.
a cool idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
Little spark pads like the wheelie cars.
Yep. So that'd be a way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Off of cross member with holes in it.
Yep.
Threaded holes.
Yep. But I mean, that's if you want to drive your. The thing is,
you'd be going to be driving it and sparking a.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what Black Market said. He said
it's not cool like with the infraction.
Yeah, and I think it'd be that novelty thing if you're like playing around and you want to do it, but I don't think it's going to be like a.
Mine ain't gonna drive on cement.
No, I did mine
going
once.
In mud and dirt.
Look at that! I just took control of it and I put both of us.
Oh, I forgot I wasn't up there.
now I have control.
You have the power.
So you go and pre-order them, and we'll give one away at the end of tonight.
Okay.
And then, like I said, I'll send you yours out. Magnesium would be sick. Might be a little bit of a, depending on what time of year and where you are, fire hazard with magnesium. That would be awesome. Lighten your burn pit with your LMT mud truck.
Good market the cross members and add on. Yeah.
Yep.
So mine's mainly going to be for mudding and whatever. And there's going to be the few times with hitting it off the start. I imagine the back would, you're just going to wheelie up because there's so much power, especially on 4S. It's insane.
Yeah.
And that's what I want it for. I don't think that's going to make it bend. If you're jumping and you land straight down on it or at a weird.
Yeah,
possibly,
I did.
But again, you just straighten it out. It's all about protecting the body.
Yeah.
Like if mine bends, I'm going to pull it off. I'm just going to straighten it out in a vise. Stick
it
back on and call it good.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I mean, I can't bend these. And I'm not like taking it easy, but like I really can't.
Not very strong either. I've been around you.
I don't work steel every day. Yeah,
I could probably bend it.
You probably could. Yep. Mega bend. So
hammer in my vise, I bend it.
Yep. No, but they're actually really strong. Like they're going to take a hit. Even the only thing that would break would be the hardware. I would think if you're taking a hit on the backside of it are those little M3 screws.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I could see really taking a beating.
Yeah. Again, it's not meant to be. It's to save the body.
Yep.
The bodies are expensive. They're over $100.
Yeah.
So if you can thrash one of those for $25 or whatever, I'm all about that all day long.
Yep.
So
exactly. And they're not going to wear too bad because they're stainless. So that's the other thing. They won't rust. Which will be nice.
For mud.
Yep.
Your screws that you put in them, however, might.
Yeah, I know, right?
Next, we need a stainless steel screw kit for this thing.
Yes. Oh, you want to see something else cool I got? This will make people happy.
If I say no, then I look like the jerk. So
I know.
Go for it. Do your thing. You got to do it.
Well, it's gonna make your
jerk.
It's gonna make your non-crawler people very happy.
Okay.
You ready?
We're not talking about crawlers as it is
yet.
Oh, you got it.
You're gonna have to go full screen on me on this one. Oh wait, no, there it is. That's you.
Ka-chow.
Look at that.
That's pretty cool. Are there two sizes of it in there, or is it just
it comes with like the Hot Wheels.
The toy, the die cast, yeah.
Yep. Look at that.
That's pretty cool.
Isn't that rad?
Now, is the body multiple pieces you put together?
Yep.
Or is it one solid?
No, it's all multiple pieces. It's like one of those. It's not the Hot Wheels. I mean, it's not the Lego brand, but it's the other brand that it's just. I've built
Mega
another
blocks.
model. Yeah, I've built another model just like it. So, yeah, all the contours and everything are just little mini Legos.
Nice.
Or mega blocks, I should
Mega
say.
blocks.
Not Legos, TM. So.
Yep.
Yes, so I'm excited for that, man.
Yep. Not
Super
RC related.
fun.
Good job.
Well,
You made me say yes to be the nice guy.
It's monster truck.
You do something not RC related. Good job.
People here like monster trucks. Jeff McAvoy says
Bigfoot. They're very judgmental when we get off topic.
They are. They are. Yeah.
So what else is new? I got the Endura monster truck wheels in to test.
Oh, you did?
Micros. Finally, they arrived. Yep.
Well, what first impressions?
They're still in a plastic bag in my truck.
Okay. Oh, well,
it's locked and it has security cameras on it. So if anybody tries to steal them from my truck while we're on this live screen now,
why didn't you bring them in?
Busy day today. I pulled up.
It's not like you're doing
I pulled up because the guy's a little testy with the whole clay thing, like I've said. So I ran to the mailbox because if you pulled up behind when I was running to the mailbox, because the mailbox you have to park in the driveway and it's a long way from the house.
Sure.
So run across the street, get it, and then jump back in my truck and run up and wait for him and move some dirt. I had to get out and move some dirt for him to be able to put the dirt in the spot I wanted again.
Gotcha.
Anyway, that's why everything got left there. Then after that, I had to run errands. And then I ended up at Buffalo Wild Wings for dinner at about 9.
You're like, hey,
home.
Wife's not home. Buffalo Wild Wings. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I had some points so I could eat for free.
Oh, wow. Look at you. All frugal.
Saving up my points.
You and points.
Well, I did buy some fried pickles. Those weren't free.
you got your airline points. Boneless. You got your boneless wing points.
10 traditional for free. Well, you know, when you go in, they give you points every time you go in.
Sure. Back to the chicken talk.
I know, we had to get on food. So that's why the Endura wheels are still in the truck.
Yes.
Thank you for bringing us back around, Jeff.
So how did they look in the bag? Please tell me you looked at them in the bag.
No, it's in the white sealed, like Amazon style, eBay style bubble wrap bag.
Are they already released or is this pre-release?
Yeah. Everybody else has them already. I finally just got mine.
Oh, okay. So. I see. I don't have a monster truck yet. Yeah.
I really want to see the J Concepts ones. Those ones are the ones that I want to get.
Yep, me too. So. Harley says, what?
What?
We're talking chicken, man.
We were talking chicken. But I literally said in the description that we wouldn't talk about food or old cars. And then I started talking about food. I already talked about frozen chicken nuggets at that.
I know.
In the that dropped off the clay left.
I know.
For whatever reason, I got 8 yards of clay and a huge bag of frozen chicken nuggets.
How does that work? How does he tip you with chicken nuggets versus you tipping him?
Well,
with chicken
so last time he was here, he bought the biggest truck because I got like a large amount of sand delivered for the track that I wanted to do sand.
Yeah.
Which has been awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
It does not get the ruts in it with the rain and all that. It just kind of packs harder.
Yeah.
And then when you hit it and the sand goes flying behind the trucks, it looks freaking rad.
Yeah.
Especially when you do like the corners, they know how to build that berm. It just throws sand.
Nice roost.
Yeah, lots of roost. It looks super cool and it's been awesome to maintain. So that was a win-win. But he kind of crushed the side of the driveway. Our driveway is like...
It's like he goes, I come bearing gifts for your driveway.
Well, the first
bag of nuggets.
He was pissy, man. Like he pulled in and I'm looking, I'm like, what's he doing? Like you got to swing out and then come in.
Yeah.
Because it's narrow and like drop-offs on the side of the driveway for like the drainage stuff. And it like, he crushed it with the rear dualies, double axle and just... He was hanging off, and I'm thinking, holy crap, he's going to dump this truck here.
Yeah.
And he didn't, but he crushed the edge of the driveway. And then he blew his power steering line while I was there. So
oil everywhere.
And there's oil spraying everywhere.
Yeah.
He quickly dumps and gets out, like yelling, like probably because, he just about died falling off the driveway. And then he blew the power steering line. But
that sucks.
Yeah. So then he came back like 3 weeks later. There's a knock on the door, and I recognize the guy, but I don't know who. I'm like, you must be here for my in-laws.
Yeah,
like,
can I
help
you?
you? He's like, yeah, I've got this frozen. You like chicken? That's what it says. It's like, you like chicken? I'm like, yeah. Like, I got frozen chicken. I'm thinking, is this guy trying to sell like door-to-door frozen chicken?
Out of the back of his dump truck.
At this time, he's just in the red pickup truck, like a beater pickup.
He's like, I got 10 yards of frozen chicken in the back. I got to offload it quick.
It's like, yeah, I want to give you this chicken. I'm like, you're just giving me chicken. Like,
it's like giving me salmonella.
I broke your driveway, and I had the power steering thing, and I just, we also, our trucking company does, we have refrigerator trucks. We ship because we're in the country, man. So we got like dairy. We have like a full-on dairy production place up the road, and there's dairy farms, and there's chicken and turkey, and there's a Tyson chicken factory.
Ooh.
Like 15 minutes from here on some back road. Anyway, off topic again, but he comes bearing this because for my RC track, I had him come, and he broke my driveway and then left a big old trail of.
You're like I would have taken an extra 5 yards of dirt, but chicken, it'll do.
Chicken worked. I mean, it was a big bag of chicken. It was, $40 bag of chicken. It wasn't too bad.
Chicken ain't cheap.
I don't know. I mean, these are chicken tenders, or not even chicken tenders. These are like little kid chicken nuggets.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah. Like, does he work for Tyson?
He went and got the monster truck cookie coater, and he's like, here's some monster trucks that are chicken.
So that's always the funny thing, right? So I go into the rock place. It's kind of cool, and it isn't. But everybody asks me, like, what do you need this stuff for? Like, like, why are you having 30 yards of sand delivered to your house?
Yeah.
Well,
you're like, palm trees are coming tomorrow.
I'm about to build some jumps in the side yard here. Make my neighbors super happy and proud to live in our neighborhood.
Oh, just wait. Mine started that way, and then I got banners and I got lighting. So I have like all this RGB lighting.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Like, drive down, because mine's a pretty traveled road, and you drive down and it's like
you're gonna get people stopping.
Track or something.
How much does it cost to play?
Yeah. The boats, you see every once in a while, I see the boats go by and they stop and look like, what's you doing?
One side of our yard, so our house is like a hot dog house, and then we have stuff on either side, like a gate on either side to get in the backyard. And one of the gates blew over in a storm, so we just left it open. So you can see the whole crawler section and the big berm of our track on that side. And that's where a lot of the lights are. So when you're walking by or driving by, you could see a racetrack beaming from the backyard.
Yeah. Well, that was, so when we had the electrician out, and the other weird thing, the awkwardness of doing RC at times. It's like, well, so I want to have power run down to the river so we can have lights and stuff out there, security cameras. More of them. And then I'm like, and how much extra would it be to just run, some power, since they're coming off the house right here, just out there and do some big old floodlights over here. He's like, for what? Like, that's just like their side yard? I'm like, well, we're about to build something there. To run some RC cars. That's
awesome. Well, did you get it done, or did?
No, man. The quote was like $6,000 or something.
What?
Yeah, I'm like, I'll dig the trenches myself, and I'll put extension cords in it inside.
Inside of conduit. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's what I did to get across my track. That's what I did. Is I put conduit under the track and then I just ran low voltage across the track.
Yeah. So I mean, we're running. At winter, we're running extension cords across the whole yard to run lights.
Yeah.
I'll just dig holes and have them just kind of buried at all times.
Please tell me you're going to buy an RC snowmobile this winter, or two of them, and race.
I wanted to get the Blizzard.
A snowmobile would be way cooler. Sure. Blizzard's cool.
Where can you get a snowmobile?
I don't know.
Custom made like RC Sparks hadn't.
I thought I've seen one
RC
before.
Sparks money.
Well, we'll have to figure something out, because I want to build one. I think that'd be rad.
Billy the Kid. Hell yeah, redneck it.
It's not RC. It's a hobby. It's a way of life.
No, it's RC. It's a hobby. It's not toy trucks. For toy trucks, RC. It's a hobby.
It's a lifestyle.
Weird sales. Anyone remember the guys at Home Depot that used to be selling stereo equipment? Now they're selling rings. That's from JK.
When the lights go red, he's saying it looks like Darth Amigos with the red saber and Mike matching the headphones. My lights back here when they changed to red. I don't think I've ever ran into a Home Depot while people are trying to sell me Swap Meet Louie out front.
Wow, Jeff Makovich isn't too far from me right now.
Yeah.
Maybe an hour.
Ooh, there you go.
Maybe.
There you go.
I'm not far from Holland. He's just a bit down from there.
Are you next to Oats?
Huh?
Shh, nothing.
All in Oats, I get you.
All in Oats.
Yeah. I might know someone who could wire up everything for way cheap. XJ Sport. Cool. I got a digger. That was the thing. My wife's like, "Can you just dig it up?" I'm like, "Well, mine's gonna make like a big trench. Like for trenching wires, you only need. I'll go rent a trencher or buy one because I might want one all the time. Let's just buy a trencher.
Yep.
That I can put on my tractor and just dig trenches.
Don't you have a little mini excavator off the back, or is that 16 inches?
It is, but it's like 12 inches. It's 16. Yeah, it'll dig a hole.
What you ought to do is dig a trench, and then that trench becomes your mud pit. So you only backfill it a little bit, and then you have a mud pit.
Through the whole yard?
Why not?
I got to go around my septic field.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why it was so expensive. Then I'm thinking just a quick little straight shot.
Well, I mean, straight shot to our river's a long shot, regardless from where the power is.
I gotcha.
It's an out and down and back. But I have ideas now of like running a 30 amp out there and then bringing the driveway down, for a boat launch.
Yeah.
But then putting a pad out there that would be like so people could park their RVs and like come chill on the river and hang out with us.
Nice.
Anyway.
Back to RCs.
Yes, back to RCs. So So then I got the rocks. So that story. So I was getting the rocks.
Yeah.
So what do you need these for? Like what kind of rock you're looking for? I'm like, well, it's kind of some interesting shape ones. We're going to be, driving RC cars on them. And she's like, really? She's like, I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, both my grandsons are the RCs.
And she's younger than you.
She's like, you do this for a living? I'm like, kind of.
That's awesome.
Kind of, I do it for a living.
Yeah.
Part-time-ish.
Yeah.
I make money doing it. Yes.
Yeah.
Full-time? No.
Yep.
No. But yeah.
That's funny. I'm trying to work in. I should put some things on the charger. So tomorrow, tonight, probably right now. Tomorrow, I'm being Mr. Mom. And so it's just going to be me and the kids. I'm staying home from work.
Yeah.
And they want to go mini golfing.
Earning a lot of brownie points for coming to the gauntlet. I would bring it up after your daddy mini golf.
Did I mention I just bought her a MacBook Pro? Earning those brownie points. So yeah.
Those are brownie points. Speaking of RCs and not RVs, there's going to be RVs at the Gauntlet. A place to stay. Anyway, so you're going to be daddy daycaring it.
Yeah, and so the kids want to do mini golf, and I'm going to try to work in a trip to the track tomorrow.
Nice.
But I don't know.
The buggy track?
That big one that I always talk about, Die Hard. I want to bring the mud truck out there to the big 8 scale and try to just air it out. I mean, I know it's a recipe for disaster, but why not, right?
There's parts available, most of them.
Yeah. Yep. So I figure that'd be kind of cool. I also want to bring my Baja Ray and my Nomads out there and play a little bit. I don't know if I told you my Baja Ray's been overheating a lot. And I'm assuming it's because of all the steel and big tires I put on it. So I bought a dual fan setup for the motor, hoping that'll work. We'll see. I've got the smallest pinion in there that I can put. So
that'll meet with the mesh.
Yep. Or yeah, smallest pinion.
Yeah.
Yep. So crossing my fingers that turns out. We'll see. But that's what I'm trying to do tomorrow. I still have 2.5 builds I want to do.
Yeah.
Just not finding the time.
I'm running out of time. I got to fix some stuff for the gauntlet. I realized my Rift I want to do more with.
Yeah.
And then that might be it.
Yeah. This Saturday I'm supposed to go to another show meetup thing and bring in the Lazarus truck out. It's a classic car RC show concourse event with crawling. And so it's all RCs that are based off of classics or crawlers or, off of classic trucks or whatever. So I'm going to bring the Lazarus out there and hopefully have a good showing. We'll see. Had a good showing last weekend. Took home some hardware. They said they'll mail it out to me. And
because you weren't there to get it?
No. Nope.
Make them spend extra money for you.
I know. Sorry.
Be selfish.
I am. But
all right, questions here. David Ferris, is the Mofo RC SCX24 monster truck conversion any good? Yes, it's actually very good. I like it. Most of the ones out there are pretty good. The ECB 3D printing ones are really good. Southwest Monster Shop is awesome in the 3D kind of cage world. The titanium, what was the KK3 chassis, KK2?
I don't know that one. Who's that?
I am totally brain farting.
Never heard of her.
Monster truck. Who makes it? Somebody's gonna get me in the comments here before I.
Yep, before you can look at it. So Kalen's asking if Rona, if you've talked to him.
Southwest makes that. There was another one that was being made.
So on the same point, he was Kalen was asking if we know when the mini Renegades are coming out.
I don't. I haven't talked to them. I'd asked them about them, and he said that they were waiting till a major company came out with a kit, or ready to run or something, so they'd be able to base it. So like, the LMT came out, right?
RJ Designs says Black Market.
RJ Designs. That's the one that was coming out with the new one, and it's not the KK3.
That sounds a little
RH Designs.
Scandalous.
RJ.
RH. That's
RH.
So you fixed it there.
Ross Hinshaw.
Harley says, "How many times do you think you say monster truck per day?"
Not enough. Monster truck.
Tony is going to be that old, 75-year-old man just muttering, monster truck. And he's just doing whatever. I haven't
said it much. I've said SCX24 a lot recently.
There you go. There you go.
Axial. And I want to know what that chassis is underneath that Proline body with the new bumpers.
Yeah, I saw Harley talk about it and talking about that it has some Easter eggs perhaps on there. So, yeah, be pretty interesting. I'm still holding my breath for an element rig. We'll see what comes up soon. Eat, sleep, monster truck, repeat, Jeff Makovich says.
I do like looking at monster truck stuff, though. I'm not going to lie. It makes me happy. But yeah, I haven't talked to Rona. Man, that was a while ago when I asked him if he was getting ready to make any. And then I went to the World Finals event for Monster Jam. Didn't say the T word in there. And they said that they went on a tour there and they showed them the minis, the mini tires and all that. What?
That's cool.
And I didn't get to go because I flew in the next day, so I missed it.
Gotcha.
So I have a feeling a lot of it's coming very soon.
Well, probably I would assume it's all coming Q4. I don't know why they'd be why did they put it on the books before that? I mean, we're only talking a month more.
Yeah.
At the end of September. Perhaps. I don't know. That's what would make sense to me. Or do pre-orders end of September and then ship Q4.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing the ones that they got were the prototypes that they had people running and testing.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I have a feeling they're coming. The question mark that I didn't hear any answers on was, one, do they fit the 5mm nuts from the PureTech? Like, how big is the opening to be able to put the nut in?
Right.
That sounded wrong. And then, two, the cost. Yeah, Talbot's real truck looks pretty amazing.
I think what's hard a lot of times that people don't realize, the manufacturing process is the same regardless of what size some of this stuff is. For some things, right? The manufacturing process for casting tires is the exact same, but just on a smaller scale, which doesn't necessarily mean it's cheaper, because smaller doesn't mean easier.
No.
And so it's tough because sometimes I look at stuff and I'm like, what? Here's a perfect example. Lexan bodies. Lexan bodies are not much cheaper at a 24th scale than they are some of the 10th scale bodies, right?
Because the plastic is still pretty expensive for a sheet, no matter what the size.
Right, and it's just the process, right? Like it's
and the mold that they have to make, and they're not going to sell as many probably, so they got to make their money back. Through having a little higher cost. Harley's RC Adventures. Do I do any 110 two-wheel drive buggy racing anymore? I don't. I did buy a Losi. It's right here. Hold on. Here, entertain them for a minute.
Did you get one of those?
Amuse them.
I'm amusing. What else do I got here? What else do I got going on? I still have a whole bunch of element kit to build that I haven't started yet. I'm thinking about selling one of these 3D printed bodies that I did that I'm no longer using. If anyone's interested in that, hit me up. I'll show it to you. 57 Chevy truck cab. I had pictures of it on something a while ago, but it's just...
Ooh.
I did vinyl lining, or like the bed liner paint on it, and then painted it black.
You should make a back end for that. That's like a
mud truck,
top one, like just very minimal.
Yeah,
like the Pirates guys make.
Yep.
Or like that Proline.
Well, the weird thing is
only body. Now, so Harley was talking about that body before on his channel about why did they make it all one piece? We only want the front.
Right.
Was that for J Concepts or was that for a Proline one?
That's a new Proline. That's a new Proline one.
Proline just did the body one.
Right. Only that. Well, I don't remember. No. Actually, I take that back. He was talking about the J Concepts one that looked like the Proline Power Wagon. It was all one piece.
All one piece.
And then Proline just came out with just the cab only.
Okay.
So
got it.
That helped out.
So this is what I got. This is the dirt clay roller.
Nice.
Which I guess is already discontinued. But mine's still in the shrink wrap. So there's that. I bought this last year at the Gauntlet. And you can see how far I've developed it so far.
That's awesome.
I've let it get a little bit of dust on it for that showroom hasn't sold sheen. Well, but I did while I was at Coastal RC when we were there in Virginia. I went up with Ryan Anderson to Coastal and we were running the minis there. And Race was running his TLR like this. But I bought the motor and the speed control and a fan for this. So that's all I have to do is put that on and put a receiver in.
So
I have everything to do it.
Apparently, maybe we should make that journey together, Tony, because apparently my son wants to start racing turf after soccer season's over, which would be in the
apparently is your word of the day because you just used it multiple times.
Yes. Well, he apparently would like to race turf.
Okay.
And because we have an indoor turf place, like 5 minutes away from here, that happens in the wintertime.
Very controlled. It's amazing.
Yeah, and I've never done it. He's never done it. I mean, we've played on the turf a little bit, but never raced a real buggy setup or anything like that. I want to do stadium truck, and I think I'm going to get him started on two-wheel drive buggy. Everyone says that. Everyone's like, I know, they're like, there's not enough people
on its way out.
No, it's not on its way out. It's so rad, though.
I want to do like radio killed the video star, but like
stadium
RC
truck
racing killed the RC hobby.
Stadium truck,
something.
See, the thing is,
even like the tracks, you're like, man, I'm so sick of these race guys.
Yeah.
All they do is complain. Like, we're making this facility for them, and all they do is complain about it. We love the basher guys. They just want a place to run their stuff. They don't care. Like
skate park until you go to a skate park.
Spend their money here too. Like, because that's the other thing is half the guys that run racing are sponsored, so they don't buy their stuff from the track because they get a discount if they go through there.
Yeah,
it's such a weird.
Well, that's our thing doesn't.
Sorry if you guys are racers. Sorry, not sorry. Said.
So our track doesn't have a shop affiliated with it. It's just the track. And so it's at the fairgrounds, and they take an undercover area and they build a carpet track, and you just go in there and race. It's super fun to watch. I've never done it yet. And it's very, very family oriented, which is awesome. So that's why I kind of want to get involved in it. The only thing I'm scared of is the time commitment.
Yeah.
Just because it's so long, man. I mean, it's like I hear these people get there at 8.
Like, because it's fun. Like, you take your car apart between races and redial it all in.
That's not me, man. I cannot.
Tires and
I can't
tires down between and sauce them up.
No, I can't see that being us. I think we're just throw the cars out there and run.
1/10 of a second slower every lap than Pablo. I gotta redo my whole suspension.
I know. See, that's okay. So that's why I want to do stadium truck.
Investing in your shock oils like crazy.
That's why I want to do stadium truck, because there's probably not that many trucks, and the probability of me podiuming is way higher than me podiuming in buggy.
I just want to hear you say podiuming again.
I know. It's an awkward word.
It is.
It really is. He says he'll walk up a mountain, but he won't hang out at a track. Same time commitment. True story.
So that's what I like about the racing that I do in that one type of league of the word that I'm not saying anymore. I was judged for it.
It's like Pee Wee Herman. It's like as soon as you say monster truck,
half the guys show up with their truck the exact same it was last time they were there. All they did was charge the battery, and it's been packed away since the last race.
Yep, that's why I like U4.
Run it again. Yeah,
that's U4 is the same way. You're like, oh, I forgot about that. Like one of my buddies,
literally suspension to do that. Just don't touch it. It works itself in.
One of my buddies literally showed up at the track a while ago, and he was running a Yeti, and he forgot to put the diff cover on the rear axle, and he's like, I'm just gonna run it. Why not?
Grease is flying everywhere.
Yeah, and he's like, hey, why not? So it's like that's what that kind of racing is all about. The only bad thing is it gets cold, right? Like we were racing in rain clearly, and it was trying to snow one time. One time we had frost.
Well, you just go for it.
I know, but it's cold. Like your hands get cold and all that kind of stuff. Like at least this buggy stuff or the indoor turf stuff is like indoors. You can just wear a sweatshirt and be good.
Well, when you're a man like I am and you grow hair everywhere, you don't get cold.
Oh,
you just bear up.
Yuck. Yeah. That's not me. I'm not a hairy person. Thank goodness.
Any other questions? Jeff Brown's a racer. He's saying walking up a mountain is more rewarding than sitting on a track, and I've raced a long time.
Agreed.
Jeff is also getting a very, very large upgrade to his facility for our RC crawling indoor, staying warm in the winter and cool in the summer game.
Nice.
Was it 3,500 more square feet?
That's a lot of square feet, dude.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So he's basically more than doubling what he has in space right now, because part of his right now is like inventory and stuff in the back area of his, and this new one's not going to really have that.
When are they going to do mud racing indoors? That would be sick.
They do it already, but they use foam pits, and
yeah, that's like I want mud. I want real mud. Yeah, I've seen those monster truck. I've seen those where they use the packing peanuts or whatever when they like jump.
Make a mess.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
The main thing about it is they build the walls up on the side so high to keep the peanuts in that your truck gets all hung up and can get messed up that way from it, not from the mud itself or the packing peanuts.
Right.
So it still is interesting, but it's not the same. But I can see, like, I would rather do, now that we've seen it, the airsoft BBs.
Yeah, we have that. Yeah.
And do those, but you'd have to have some pretty high walls around it to contain those as they're.
Why couldn't you do normal BBs so they were weighted and they don't bounce out?
Yeah, it's still going to fling them out of those mud tires.
Probably.
Power's just going to send them.
Yeah.
But I would love it indoors.
Indoor dirt monster truck racing is what Tony
because, I mean, we did it for BMX. We would rent out a facility and they would literally haul dirt in and build a BMX track in the middle of a hotel and then take it all out. So
that would be rad, man. If I need to write a business plan so I can get a space and do that out here, I would totally do it, and I would totally change it up all the time. It'd be so sick.
Yeah,
so sick. I almost did it. You know that I almost did it right before the Rona hit. We had a business license and
doing what?
I almost opened up an indoor crawling. Thing. With my neighbor. Yeah. We had a business license. We had a name. We had everything. We were looking for spaces. And then we're like, let's hold off for a minute.
Yeah.
Which was good. So, but yeah, no, I'd love to do that. Black Market says they're looking into a sand pit. That would be cool. I've got a beach. I must have looked weird. So those reels that I posted of the King sling out there running on the beach. I went out to the beach at like 7 o'clock in the morning with my rake and shovel. And I was like making ramps and stuff out there. And I saw the parks crew like doing garbages stuff, kind of looking at me like before I had because I did it before I pulled the truck out. And
I'm must like, be Japanese.
I'm like, don't worry about it. It's my Zen garden. Yeah, it's my Zen moment, guys. Yep. So West Coast rent is ridiculous. It is. He says,
I agree. Like, if you don't do soupy mud, something like sand or something to really slow them down would work.
The mud is just so much fun, though. Like the splash, and like you can feel. I don't know. It's hard. That's the hard
on your teeth for like the next 2 days.
Yeah, in your nether regions when you're like, oh, there's sand and mud, or there's mud down there. No,
that's something else you had going on. I didn't have that problem.
I don't know why it's so hard to like describe or explain, like the feeling of like weight and mass going through a mud pit with one of those trucks. Like on your, like you can pull the trigger and it actually feels like you're powering.
There's resistance.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Fling the mud. Don't build shelf queens.
Yeah, it's about where you do it. Like some places won't let you, but they're going to be. Jeff's also going to be doing a pull track. So I need to get something set up for pulling.
Oh, cool.
I only want to do it with like crawlers. Like I want to do a box stock crawler. I think he's going to have a class for that. That's perfect for that honcho I just got. Just smoke motors, man. Just hold it till it smokes.
So speaking of smoking motors, I am going to. I'm putting my hat.
T-shirt at ccxrc.com. Smoking motors.
TM. No, just kidding. I am putting my hat into the ring to be chosen for our tough truck competition out here in Washington. So I'm taking the Frankenwagon body. So I've never done this before, and I'm trying to avoid building a new frame. So I'm thinking about taking the Frankenwagon body, throwing it back on the same element frame that I started with, and then putting AR60s underneath it and keeping it kind of close to the same wheelbase.
Yeah.
And then running 2.2s on it. But the motor that I'm looking at doing it with is going to be super powerful. I'm running a Mamba X, and then I'm going to run a Polar Pro 4100 in there.
Nice.
So that should have plenty of down low power. The only thing about the Polar Pro 4100,
not that down low.
It's got a lot of power. The only problem with it is that I can only go up to, on that motor, 3S. I can't do a 4S motor on that, or a 4S battery on that motor.
Right, because the KV is too high. That's where you get the more down low from something lower, like a 2300.
Right. The reason why,
and then you have the battery to give you the power and speed.
Right. The reason why I want to run that on this is because there's going to be mud. There's going to be a little bit of pulling, not much, and there's going to be like the barrel racing style kind of stuff too.
That'll work for that. Yeah, if you're not like all about the pull, like trying to get the max.
No.
So yeah, Jeff had me until this
dirt crawler NRTCPA rules.
That booklet.
Oh,
like this thick.
Yeah.
Hard bound. Leather bound.
Nice.
Yeah.
He says,
just stock crawler, 35 turn.
Oh, really?
No, I mean, that's what I want. Like, I just want, like, you pull off the shelf like a TRX-4 or Honcho or STX-10-3 and just...
Jeff goes, OMG, it's one page. It's probably only one page of what you want, and it's a bunch of other pages of what you don't need.
The tough truck ones or whatever. I just remember watching on here. I'll get mine to show what'll be there.
You've got a tough truck? Or he totally muted himself already. He's like, I'm out. Look at him. Now, so for those, do people run like trail truck 2.2s anymore? Or are they all doing class 3 Sorca-based crawling comp with 2.2 rigs? Like, I rarely see anything like that. Or people are running Rifts. People are running, what's the other 2.2 that people are running right now besides the Rift? I think that's it, right? But I mean, what are people doing with a 2.2 rig? I'm really wondering. So I'm thinking I'll be. Whoa! Whoa!
I think when I dropped my mouse earlier, when I thought it was so great how I made you like full screen, it actually like removed me from
from the broadcast.
Yep.
So it says not too much 2.2 cage chassis. Hell yeah, I love the 2.2s. Homes Hobbies 550 Trailmaster 21 turn. Yes, look at that.
This is going to be up there for the pulling.
That's awesome. You've never used that before, huh?
The dirt it has on it is not from being in the dirt. The dirt is from dust and other RCs that got dirty.
Yeah.
Brushing up against it. I haven't had a spot to really... It happened right before our move, to be fair.
No, it was like a year before that. I remember when you got it.
It wasn't a whole year before the move. The whole move thing got crazy, though, because we knew about it early, and I was having to pack. It was literally boxed up for months.
Uh-huh.
So, He mentioned crawling. I'm like, oh, dude, I gotta pull sled.
You're like, look at this pull sled. It's never been used.
I keep stubbing my toe on it too because background by my table.
You should put like a potted plant in it or something just for fun.
Like, that's a great idea.
I'm telling you. So let's see here. 2.2s is getting close to dead, but a lot of people still love them. I think this would be a conspiracy that I think there's probably going to be 2.2s coming out soon. I don't know why Proline wouldn't. I mean, I guess because of the Rift, but they came out with new 2.2s. So Capra Rift Bomber 2.2.
Harley is still in here.
Yeah.
Maybe he can explain to me it. I have not had the best experience with my Bomber.
Everyone that runs them in RU4 thing really likes them, but they all modify them quite a bit.
$1,000 on them, probably.
Some, not all.
$500.
Yeah, because what they do is they buy better shocks, but shorter shocks. That's the main thing that they do.
Gotta slam it. It's yeah. I mean, well, and I don't know. I put sway bars on mine, but it's still just all over the place.
The U4 2.2s out here do pretty well. I mean, the U4 Bombers do pretty well out here. They're typically running like a Vanquish axle setup and shorter shocks, and they just obviously they changed the drivetrain or the powertrain on it, but
yeah.
But I mean, you do that to any race car
plastic
anyway.
links, and it's. I mean, there's so many upgrades to do to it that.
Yeah.
I got it, and I'm like, I'm just gonna try and keep this like a stock, just kind of bounce it around.
And I don't really. So that's the thing that I like the Wraith Spawn only because, and I've never had one. I just like the way they look, and because it's more of like a trailing truck, like and they race them too. I've seen people race those instead of the Bombers. And
well, see, I ran mine for stock class, so I had to put in whatever motor they allowed. For Axial Fest, and so
like
I just
27 or something like that.
Yeah, 20 turn, I think.
Yeah.
After I just put in like the 5-slot Team Associated, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's not gonna work for this anyway. But yeah, I never run it. I've ran it maybe 4 times, and I've been disappointed every time I run it.
So they're real tippy.
I like the Rift a lot. The Rift it's got some balls. Like it
is that how does it turn for you?
It rolls as bad as the Bomber does, but
really
at least it's like crazy, like out of the box. For how much, that's the thing, is for how much the Bomber cost. It's just like I don't know. I like the look of the Rift too. Like I just like that kind of rock bouncer look. But
yeah, this 2.2 that I'm building, the thing I'm worried about is I'm going to use a Frankenwagen body, and that thing is heavy up top. And so I'm hoping that with the AR60s I can get it to drop down quite a bit, but I only have so much distance because of the way I've built it already that I can't push the shocks up through. Oh, Kaylin's asking, how much weight does your sled hold? That's a good question.
Well, you got to get like a post for it. A lot of people will do a post that comes out of the middle and it's got a base. So as you put weight on, it holds it in, and then you can go up out of it. At least in the big pull sled competitions. I mean, other than that, you just get blocks and you put them in, and I mean, depending on how you do it, you can hold a lot or a little. It really depends on the weights you use. So you could do small squares, but they could be tall, right? And if they are fit to get in there, I don't know.
What you should do is get a post, then weld a bicycle seat to it, and then change the size of child as the round
sit on it. That's a great idea. So I don't know how much it holds. This is the RC 4-wheel drive one. It looks wicked. Jeff, we should just run it at the gauntlet somewhere.
I think he said he was planning on or wanted to do that
just for fun. Just like not even like not a scheduled thing, but just at night, just have the last night after people run their trucks for the comp.
Yeah, let them
so you don't burn anything up. But like after hours, burn it down. But we'd have to find weights and stuff. I don't have any weights for it. Didn't come with any weights. And that was kind of part of the haven't run it yet because I never figured out a weight solution for it.
I see.
And then you have to rig your trucks up to attach to it, and
then you have to carry them wherever you go.
Well, that wouldn't have been a deal. At my house is where to run it.
Yeah. Billy the Kid RC says, I can bring the weights. There you go.
It wouldn't be hard to find a spot to. Might even be able to do it in the monster truck area that he had set up there.
Mm-hmm. If he doesn't mind ruts being dug in it.
True.
Yep.
They got tractors.
Yep. There you go.
Got a pretty good little front end thing to drag it out.
So what are you working on next?
Your stuff discontinued. Deadbolts, Cherokee, Wraith.
I've always wanted a deadbolt. I know they're not the best.
They look. I just like the look. Like I just saw one the other day, and I think the SCX-24 is what turned me onto it. Because it wasn't one of my favorites back in the day.
Yeah,
it was kind of grown on me via the SCX-24.
Yeah, I like for some reason, my buddy had the Jeep Cherokee, and it was so smooth and quiet the way he had it set up, and I was like, I want that. Like I want to get a nice quiet rig again. The Gatekeeper was super quiet the way it was set up. No buzzing or anything like that. And once you put that reef servo in there, it was even more quiet. It was crazy. 4 45-pound plates. 50-pound dumbbell. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, it's got to be the right size, though. It's a pretty small box.
And the higher you go, the more weight distribution is going to be affected. My Red Cat Gen 7 Pro is a beast. I mean, for $250. I bought one of those for my stepdad a few years ago. They're pretty all right. The knuckles are pretty bad. The Gen 7 alone was terrible. It would blow out the dog bones all the time, or snap them. But the knuckles are a little weak. But other than that, they're pretty good. I'd agree.
All right, so here are the dirt crawler rules for NRC TPA. It's actually very it's one page, like you said. It's not even one page; it's like half a page.
Yeah.
And it's like, and at that, it's like 3 words on a line, double spaced. Motor, brushed or brushless.
Any turn?
Any 1/10 scale 4-wheel drive crawler scalar kit. Battery 2S lipo. 8-pound max weight. Hitches at the frame rails or below.
Wait. Hold on. What? The whole truck has to be 8 pounds or less?
Or less.
See, I couldn't even run my Lazarus. It's 11 pounds.
Yep. You build it too heavy. Must have working suspension on all 4 corners. Tires must be street or trail type tires. No V-tread tractor tires. All weights must be under the body. So you can't have one like sticking out off the front end.
Yeah, like the real monster truck or real tractor pullers.
Yeah. That's not that many rules.
Be cool to do the pro. What do they call them? The pro mod, the 2-wheel drive pro stock or pro mod pullers, like the stretched out S10 bodies. That'd be rad.
Yeah.
He couldn't even run the battery in his pulling truck.
Did you see Harley's pulling truck, that TRX-34 or whatever it was, or
it was the SCX-24 or the SCX-6, I thought, wasn't it?
No, he did a TRX-4 and he has a battery that's like 20,000 milliamp hour, like piece of dynamite.
That's funny.
It was awesome, man. It was just tearing up everything.
Black Market's asking where those rules are at, if you could post a link.
Oh, blah, blah, everybody, blah, blah. Let's see how stupid Tony was and how wrong he was. Make it for the world to see.
Ruining my life. 30,000 milliamp 6S.
Yeah. 30,000. I was off by 10,000.
Wow.
It was awesome. I didn't comment, dude, but that video was wicked. And he let other people run it. It was insane. Like the cloud of dust was insane. I'm about to post this. You could go to NRCTPA website.org or whatever. Here, hold on. I think I have to save this.
The battery is 8 pounds. That's crazy. You know what we ought to try one of these days, Harley? Harley's on there. We ought to try arc welding with some of these big lipos that are coming out. I bet you I could do it. Like stick weld something. Like probably a link like, let's get Jen's Ace to send us like a few of those 10 milliamps. We'll run them in series and see if I can do some stick welding with it. That would be awesome. Be like, here's your trail fix for you.
There, is everybody happy how wrong I was about the rules? Long leads.
Yeah, the wire would get hot fast.
Yeah.
That's all right. I got gloves for that. Kaboom. I don't want to be next to them when they pop.
Put that in like a safe.
That'd be rad. We should totally try. Yeah, it would. Totally.
The battery itself
100%.
is 8 pounds.
100%.
So yeah, there's the rules.
Wow, look at that. Look at all that literature. So many words.
Many leather-bound books to contain these rules. Many appendices. The NRCTPA is really cool. I went to it for the first time and I had a blast last year. So you know that it's cool because I've been there and I know about it because of the one time that I went. Sorry. I'm trying to share the website.
Harley says he was nervous just soldering the leads to his 30K 6S.
Oof. So yeah, they've got the National Radio Control Truck Pulling and Monster Truck Racing Association.
Sweet drop shadow, bro.
That's not a drop shadow, that is a glow.
That is an outer glow. Sorry.
Outer glow.
It's a little bit of multiply on the Photoshop layer. Just saying.
Thank you, David Ferris. I am a pro about the NRCTPA because I went once. No, it's very fun. And you stay at the Quality Inn in Montpelier, Ohio. It's literally the middle of nowhere.
Is that the one where they have it right in the middle of the foyer?
Yes, it's super awesome.
So cool.
So here's the rule book, and here's why I was joking about it. It is 67 pages, 66 pages long.
But look at that page. There's a paragraph on that page. Okay, those ones have more.
It's just because there are so many classes.
I love the nitro ones.
Indoors, the nitro.
So obnoxious, but they're so rad.
It's super cool. They look so good with the multi-motors.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's just here. It's really not that bad. When you have a bunch of different trucks, it's difficult to kind of keep up with it all. But it's literally a page per class. It's not that bad. They just have a ton of classes, which is cool.
Jeff says there's 14 classes at least.
So here's racing for Monster Truck, the general rules. So there's a bunch of general rules you have to read, and then you have to read the different class.
See, that gets me all the time because I just want to show up and be like, hey, I got my monster truck.
Yeah, you can't do that. I was overwhelmed by it the first time I went through it because I had to change a lot of my trucks to fit their rules. Because they were different than our rules. So pulling rules, index is 9, pulling track layout is 10. Then they've got all the different rules for the different trucks. The fuel ones are awesome. I did a video on it when I was there, and they were super cool. This actually really isn't that bad for how many classes that they have. So I joke, but you have to have rules because otherwise people like Harley take advantage of them. The non-rules. They make extra rules for people like Josh, who can figure out something that nobody else would have thought of that would be totally to his advantage and everybody else's disadvantage.
That's the fun of it.
It is. And that's when it's like next year, it's like, oh, the rule book is 2 pages longer now.
You know what sucks though?
I know.
Is when in theory it seems like a good idea, and then you start running it and you're like, this is a terrible idea. I'm going back to stock. Like that happens to me.
It looks
stock.
But yeah, they talk about all the motors and motor levels and rules and lipos, and some of them have rules like your lipos have to be hard cases.
Yep, that's a lot of track rules. Period. Every track I've been to, they have to be hard cases.
Yep. Which was weird because I ran all soft packs for my SMT10.
What?
Every one of them I ran was a soft pack. The hard cases wouldn't fit in it.
What?
It wouldn't fit in the tray easily.
What are you talking about? All mine fit in the tray easily.
Your 3S's?
Yeah, that's what those screws are for, to make it taller.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to deal.
Oh, those 2 screws. Just back them halfway out. Killing me.
But the hard packs just, I don't know, when they bulge.
They're a little so I have a couple that are puffing, and I'm like, how much is this actually puffing? Like, is it like really bad?
Separating, I don't worry about it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, is it really bad and it's just being contained by really good glue? Or is it like, because it's like I have the mound on the top of the case and it's starting to like barely pull apart.
I go until they look pretty puffy. Because some of mine just puff for me, leaving them charged in the bin.
Yep, that's how mine puff. 100%. 100%.
Mine don't anymore. My Spectrums.
I know.
Amazing. No puffy batteries.
I'm jealous about that.
Although I did have one of them where it won't read it now, and that's really tough because you can't like bump charge it when it's a G2 battery.
You can't?
Well,
probably not on that charger.
I have to use a different charger.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Well, the LMT battery tray fit the OG LMT. It's a good question. I don't see why it wouldn't.
I got the ECB battery tray to try in it too. For the King Sling.
Nice. Yeah, I don't see why.
And electronics trays and all that. That he sells a bundle.
So you already pre-ordered your Bog Hog? What a jerk. What a jerk. I know.
I might have a tracking number on it.
Already?
Might. I don't know if it's valid or if it's going to just be one. Give me 1 second.
Are other people shipping already, or did you just get lucky?
I made the video, man.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, if you made the video, you gotta get me that phone number, because then I'd be like, hey, I held Tony's pocket the entire time we were out there. I was like, come on, man.
Who did they ship this through? FedEx, probably.
Can you guys let me know if the mega trucks have bigger battery trays? Same size. Well, take that back.
It's different.
It's different. You can fit the same batteries in it, but then you can also fit shorty packs in it. But you have to pull out a spacer to do it. So bigger, I don't know what you're looking for, like longer. But I don't know many batteries that are too long to fit in that tray. Tony, you're like, and what day is it?
It says it's coming
Shut your face. Shut your face, Tony. Is there a tracking number for me on there too?
Initially expected Thursday, 8:25. Arriving early, 8:24. Oh, crap. I got to get my mud area muddy again.
Come on, Tony. Killing me.
I need some mud.
I need a second truck so I can run against my kid. I can't wait for snow drags, for mud drags when it's ugly outside. I mean, we're gonna go find some spots, and I'm just gonna go ham in the mud. Yes, sir. It'll be good.
Tony waiting on En Fuego. I have not had any. I'm just gonna stop that sentence.
A minute early.
When are we gonna practice King of the Rocks? Why would I practice with you, Jeff? You'll see all my great moves.
Your great moves.
Don't say that. Why would you ever say that?
I know.
I know.
Come out of your mouth. I almost
talked about my talk.
Yeah, Jeff says, show the bad lines.
We need to. I need to fix my So here's the thing.
What happened was
I have fix-it parts for my Rift.
And
I don't know where I put them. I thought that I put them on the table in my garage. I have this fix-it table right now in my garage because all of the broken cars are in my garage, and I figured that'd be the place to put it.
It's to guilt you every time you walk by.
I have multiple areas where I keep parts. I have a bin that my wife made for me down in the basement.
Ooh. Does it have scrapbook pictures on it too?
No, but she saw my desk had just everything on it in front of my keyboard, like everything, all these new things. And so she like made a box of things that looked like new parts that I would be building from.
That's nice.
But she came like, "What'd you do with my stuff?" I knew right where it was.
She's like, "Well, if you
cleaned up for you," I'm like, "But I knew where it was."
She's like, "If you
that was bin.
If you follow this Dewey Decimal System here, you will find every part in its categorical order."
Well, Jeff, if you do have Rift parts, because I might need some rod ends. I have some that I got with the truck because I busted one right away. I bought a pack of the rod ends, and I had them, and I put them out where I thought they were going to be. I have like a wall of parts here.
Oh.
And there's all these armor ones, and I never come up here and look for them. I just buy new ones for some reason.
That's the worst. That's the worst.
And then I'm like, oh, I had them upstairs.
There's there's something, I don't know what it is, but there's something that I do that's like that for a certain part, and I can't remember what part it is, but I'm like, oh, so Element has like the yokes or whatever on the end of the drive shafts. I keep on finding them in brand new packs all over because I keep on thinking I didn't buy a set, and I'm like, here's another set, and here's another set, driving me crazy. Yep. And they're the ones, and the funny thing is, those are so expensive for what they are. They're like, I think they're like $40 or $30 or whatever for that little CNC part, and I'm like, it pains me every time I buy it, but then I find extra ones every time I'm around. Drives me crazy. What truck are you running at the Great Lakes Gauntlet this year, Tony?
Probably my Element.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't put those on yet? Come on, Tony. It's like a screw. It's like one nut.
I don't foresee.
Where's your Element?
Where the Element is actually.
I was gonna say, come on, you can put those on.
Not up here.
You can put them on live. Come on, you're killing me with that. Killing me with that, Tony. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I wish that I was running my Phoenix.
Yeah.
But building. Although I'm not going to Italy, I might have time, but I have to fix I have to do multiple things. So Jeff, get lockers for the Rift. I need to at least a front locker.
Yep. That's what I was going to do this 2.2 build. I was going to lock the diffs.
We got to pull up stuff. You want those front tires engaged.
Yep.
So yeah, either that or your plugs for the front. So what am I working on? Rift?
Let's talk future stuff. Yeah. So let's go. Rift.
All right. Rift has to be fixed. Yep. Phoenix has to be built.
Okay.
The axial Unimog needs to be built.
Yep.
I really want that truck done. I like that thing. I need to convert my Vanquish back to its stock body, which means I got to put the sliders and stuff back on.
What is that?
It's my Vanquish.
Oh.
Or I need to get like a, it'd be really wicked would be to do just a Power Wagon cab and something smaller in the back, but
really wicked.
I'll probably put the stock body back on because I do like the stock body.
Don't do a Power Wagon.
I actually like
I like the Power Wagons too.
Pro.
It's just everyone has it.
the
ES410
Pro. The body. I like the body for him.
The one that looks like a Scout.
Yeah, I dig it.
No, I dig that too. I really like that too.
The sliders and the wheel wells back on so it doesn't look dumb.
Yeah. That's so hard because I love all that these Power Wagons look. I just can't pull myself to do one because they're so similarly done. Like, okay,
yeah.
and I say that
slammed one, the one that was on
take it with a grain of salt because
action recently that Patina did.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say take that with a grain of salt because people are gonna blow me up because they're like, didn't we just see you running a creeper body half cab on this last weekend? Because that's what I posted some video of that U4 truck that I never post crawling video of. It's just race video or pictures or whatever. That one's a half cab creeper body though. That's not the Power Wagon, but I love them.
We did not talk about this yet. We hinted about it. Oh no, that wasn't you. I was talking to somebody else, Travis, who came and
well, we were talking about the Chevy last week and how I like the Chevy.
Oh, there's a lifted Traxxas one that was kind of blowing up.
As in a new kit?
It looks really cool. I'm just going to show you.
Show it to me.
I don't know.
Show it to me.
They'll ask me to take this down if I do show it. Because did they officially announce it yet?
Show it.
I showed one of theirs before, and then they're like, hey, would you mind taking that down? And I was like, dang it. Sure.
Was it on Facebook or what? Where is it?
It was.
Well, if it's on Facebook, it's not your problem.
I don't know where this is. I just Googled it. TRX-4 Chevy K-10 Cheyenne.
Can you get that a
High
bigger
Trail
picture?
Edition.
I've never had a Traxxas. I really like that.
Blow up in the screen.
I really like that Chevy body.
Wow.
I just looked. Look at you.
I want to blow up in this. All right, it won't do it that way. So what we have to do is
open image, a new tab. The best cheat for look at that.
Isn't that pretty cool?
So that's not a Blazer. That's just the K10.
The USA 1 sticker on the front. No, the Cheyenne.
Or
K10.
Okay. I thought someone said a Blazer on there. I was like, what?
Isn't that?
That's nice.
There's so much want for that truck.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Don't love the portals under it still. I wish they'd come out with a straight axle. As much as everybody wanted Axial to come out with a portal, I want Traxxas to come out with a straight axle. Traxxas did post it tonight, so we can go to their website.
Well, I wonder how much that
a small truck at all.
Oh, that's the other thing I was looking at. That race combo. That is a steal.
It is, but it makes me think that the drag cars aren't selling.
I don't care.
So it's $22.99 with the thing.
No, it's
Loki just dropped
$4.99 for 2 of them and the light.
Yeah,
that's a great deal. That is a steal.
Dropping to $2.99 for one. Losi just did something with their is on a sale or something.
Yeah, but
maybe it's a short sale.
Yeah, I was gonna say Horizon's been doing that all summer long. They've been blowing out their inventory on stuff like that. So okay. Oh, Pilot Ryan says wheelbase is longer. I wonder if it's the same 12.8 as the
back up on them, 459.
I wonder if it's the same wheelbase as like the Element, the 12.8 for the new for that one.
On the truck?
Yep.
Where'd they announce it? On the Facebook?
Anyways.
I didn't see on the website the Traxxas. I'm just trying to find where they announced it.
So I've heard a lot of market research people saying that electronic goods and stuff like that are going down in price in Q4. So I'm wondering how that's going to affect the RC stuff. I mean, I'm wondering if so. I was thinking about doing a build to sell to buy the 2 Traxxas trucks. The thing is, I have a C10, so for me that Traxxas C10 drag car is like right up my alley. Like, so, oh man, I really want it. $4.99 for 2 of them. Me and the kid can run it out all day long.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait a minute. Joe's RC Garage can't be right. 13.2 and 2.2 tires.
Yeah, there's 2.2s.
Shut up. And I was just talking about 2.2s. That they're going away.
Well, look how lifted it is. It's more than a lift kit. Look at the tires on it.
Yeah, that thing's big. It's like the Wraith or the Red Cat, the Wendigo size.
I was trying to pull up maybe while we talk.
Do it.
I think it looks awesome.
Heck yeah.
I mean, competition, new, but every other kind of having fun with it.
Well, I'm just a trail guy, right? So like that's what I like on trail stuff, But that's big. The problem is that if it's truly 13.2 wheelbase or 13 plus, that's going to be hard to. I mean, that body's not going to cross platform to anything except monster trucks.
Traxxas.
You can put that on a monster truck.
Some sales site. It's not on their Facebook. Anything about the truck?
Someone post a link. RC 4-wheel drive makes 2.2 tires that are 4.75 tall. Yeah, those are the Patagonias, aren't they? Or the Max Star? I don't remember what they are. I saw those because I was looking at them for my Baja Ray. Yeah, Billy the Kid, probably $1,000. That's the one thing about Traxxas crawlers is they are a little pricey, I think.
Well, I mean, if it doesn't have the lockers and all that, I would think it'd be sub 500. It'll probably be about 4. So here's the Traxxas page. There's nothing about that truck. 5 hours ago, here's the 11 hours ago talking about the truck. Man, I really want that green one.
I like the purple and the white one. That'd be so much fun. I was talking about that with my kids, how much fun that would be just to go across the street and just rip packs and do pulls on it.
It's just this distributor guy.
Josh says it will have all the bells and whistles. I would assume it would too if it's going.
Oh, it has locking diffs. I see the locking diffs. Yep. Oh yeah, multiple servos. 3 mini servos.
Whoa, Rifu's gonna love that.
Front and rear lockers, and you've got a shift.
Whoa,
yeah, I'm about this thing, man.
Pilot Ryan's saying it's map 549.
Yeah.
That looks pretty.
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't know about it, Tony? What don't you know?
The what?
You just said, I don't know about this thing.
No, I said I'm all over this.
Oh, yeah, you are.
I'm getting this.
I'm getting it first, Tony. Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't know what my next one's going to be.
I hate these pop out. Like I'm looking at these pictures. There's awesome like photos.
Can you right click, open a new window?
There.
Ooh, there you go.
So there's undercarriage view. You can see the cables for the locking diffs.
Nice.
Metal links.
Nice.
I mean, it looks like their very first TRX-4 as far as a lot of the layout of it.
Yep. Ferris is asking me which C10 I have. I was 71.
Yeah, seat center, battery with the flip around thing. Then you got your multiple servos for your.
Looks just like the TRX4. I wonder if it's just. Well, look how small the motor is.
It has that cool body mount though. See the tabs where it clicks in?
Yeah.
So it's got the pinch to release body.
Yep.
Servo up underneath here. Rock light. Look at all the rock light positions. That's what those are up here. There's holes in the fenders to mount rock lights, I'm guessing.
So I don't know, man. I don't know if it is longer or not.
Well, off this battery tray,
the motor looks tiny.
21 turn. You get some speed with that.
Well, I just mean tiny as in like in relation to the whole thing.
So XL5 HV speed control. Canada online sales start September 30th. So this is the Canadian distributor.
That's fourth quarter stuff.
That's not too far away.
Uh-oh.
I really like it.
I do. So, okay. So back to future casting while we look at these beautiful pictures. Yep. Let's do, okay. So do you want me, we talked about doing the DR10 sand rail.
Yeah, we're running out of summer.
Do you want me just to build your cage and send it to you with the kit, and then you can put whatever motor?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know when I'm going to have time for that, but I'll make it happen. And I'll build us both. I'll powder coat yours green.
Oh.
And then
how do you know what I like?
And then let's do. When do you want to build your Losi buggy? Because I need to build well, first off, I need to sell something. I'm going to flip that truck, Josh, if you're still watching. And I need to buy either a stadium truck or an associated buggy. So I'll be building one of those kits. So we should build one of those kits side by side, or at least do a build series about them, right? Because they're the same, different manufacturers. So we could do that.
Okay.
What are we going to do for monster truck stuff? Well, we're probably going to have enough mud truck stuff.
Stuff here.
Okay. I need to get my hands on a second one, so I'll look to see what I can do to bring one of those in a timely fashion.
We should do how could we do it? The GNSS speed things that track like drag race distance, your speed and all that over a distance.
Right.
We should totally do that with the mud truck somehow.
Yeah.
Like go for a fast a hot run.
Yes. I'm all for that. I would just have to dig up somewhere.
Through it. Yeah. Well, we have to think how we want to do it too. Would we do it in sand or what?
I need to get one of those. Those are the ones that I really want, but it's like I don't do a lot of speed stuff, and they're so expensive. They're like $80, right? $70 for one of those. Because I got that
GNSS one. I don't. Yeah, I like the Dynamite one, but only for just top speed. Like for me to do a video and quickly show how fast it went, it's such a pain in the butt to whip out your phone and be like,
yeah.
And half the time I'm using my phone to record that kind of content. Not my favorite content. So I just kind of just do it the easiest way possible just to get it done. So it's kind of a pain in the butt with those GNSS. Well, now I got to get a different camera out to film this so I can then show the phone, showing what the speed was. I'd rather just go down to the top of the car and show it.
Yep.
But for this, it would make sense to be able to do that because then we can clock.
Are they waterproof?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know.
The one I got is water resistant. That's not the GNSS one. I'm going to have to put a hole. Oh, no way. Tony. So I found this.
You put under your battery, right?
What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
So this is just a little ball joint, right? To mount the GoPro. Want to see something cool? Could drill out that
wheelie
hole.
bar fits on it. There you go.
I could drill out a hole and put the GoPro out the side and just let her rip.
I'm looking on A-Main to see if it's waterproof.
I'm totally going to do that, dude. That's going to make some cool vids. Take it easy, Jeff. Rock Garden is going to be awesome with the new lines. Says for the gauntlet.
Dang it. No, it doesn't say if it's waterproof.
Get one of what Billy the Kid is saying he'd like to get one. Are we talking about the King Sling? Are we talking about these ball joints? Are we talking about my C10, which I love? Love my C10. So much fun to drive.
Ball head. That's what that would be.
Not a joint.
Oh, for camera, that'd be like a ball head tripod. The head of it.
You're a ball head.
Yeah. I want to know what Harley was saying he needed to flip. He's saying I need to get mine flipped too.
Yeah. I don't know.
What was it? Well, you mentioned flipping something.
Me? I got to flip something. I've got to flip something. I'm going to try to flip something to make room for.
Well, he flips his for YouTube.
I know.
Flip that truck.
I know. I don't really have much. I have my Slash. I have 5 trucks to flip, he says. That's awesome. I have my Slash sand rails that I could flip, I guess. But I just don't feel like I'd get much money for those. You know what I mean? They're like, they're cool. They're not like, they're just not that cool. I mean, they're fun. Maybe I should go drive them some more. We'll see. But I can flip those two. Buy the buggy and the stadium truck. And then I got to get a bog hog. It's 3 trucks. The TRX-4 is looking pretty nice. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. You know, this whole thing right here is really, I've been Instagramming Mega Mud Truck a lot.
Yeah.
And it's making me want to do like a full. Okay, here's my problem. This already has a cage in it. And it kills me because I want to build my own cage and put like my own body in it and all that kind of stuff. But it's gonna probably lessen the performance, and it's probably gonna, like, you know what I mean? Like, but I want to put my own sauce on it eventually. That's what's killing me.
Yeah.
But it's so cool that I don't want to. If that makes any sense. Like,
yeah.
It's like, it's so rad.
I don't know how Harley flips his trucks, sells his trucks. I've got so many of them that I've done and stuff, and I don't sell any of them.
Yeah.
I just keep them all.
This last spring, I had a fire sale, and I went through and I sold a ton. It was rad. And I sold like, but I was flipping over my inventory because I was getting rid of all my Red Cat stuff. So we only have one Red Cat left. All my other ones, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to get rid of them. But I've got a few elements that I could probably flip, like a few element kits. I have 2 that I could probably do. We'll see. But I don't know.
I might be able to get rid of something. I even have all my FMS 18 scalers still. I've got the Jimny and the Wheelies. And I haven't actually done any videos on those yet. In fact, I don't think I've opened them. I got in trouble for that one Jimny video. And
yeah.
Just kind of went.
That's a headline right there. That should be the headline for the title of this. I got in trouble for that Jimmy video.
Yeah. It was just a like what's on the bench thing, and I just showed it, and I had no idea that I couldn't show that I was sent one because it was sent by a company that was selling them at the time. But anyway, that was a whole fiasco I don't want to get into.
Black Market says you would think all your. Oh, speaking of which, I brought this up.
Vans. You got to run the Mad Vans. That's the next thing. Get those out and rip them.
Black Market says you would think that all your fans would want to buy them, but I got
watch my videos.
I got a ring for you so you can have them kiss your ring.
Yeah,
just like that. Be like, hey, there you go. Give it a little.
Yeah, nice. I wouldn't want to buy my vehicles,
dude. I'm in the same boat, right? Because like, I get people. So like that Lazarus truck. I've been posting more about that.
I do want that truck.
But I was talking to Andre about it. I was like, dude, I don't even know what I would sell that for because it's like I don't like shelf queen any of my stuff. So it's like, how do you put a price on something like that? That's kind of, it's not, I wouldn't say it's beat down. I take care of this stuff, but it's driven pretty hard. So it's like, he's like, try to get 2 cars out of it. I'm like, well, I don't know. A guy was really, so a post that I did, a guy reached out to him and thought it was a Scale Metal Supply truck. And then he was like, how much do you want for it? Who can I have build me one of those? Or blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, I don't know if I would build another one or just sell that one. But I've been thinking about it.
You got to sell the original. People want the one that's got the mileage on it.
I know. Oh, so my Reese 777 direct power has a ton of power. You know how I know this?
Watching other people use it?
No. Okay. My control. So the Pitman arm that goes from the side of the chassis to the C-hub, it snapped the eyelet that bolts into. Pow! I have a video. I was sitting there driving, trying to turn and go up this little hill, and all of a sudden you hear a pop, and the steering's like, wah, 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 wah. And then it's like, oh, I know something broke. For sale, clean, one owner. Never been off-road, low miles, never beat. I know what I have. 100%.
100%.
Low miles. Ran when I parked it. That's the part that you forgot. Ran when I parked it.
As is.
As is, yeah.
Yep.
And see, I can't sell any of my wheels. I would never. Nope. Those things are so hard to get. I would never sell any of the wheels that I have run on my trucks.
Yeah.
No. The Spec RC wheels? No.
Yep.
You can't buy them, man. I mean, they get, as soon as he post, I don't know if you noticed, as soon as he posts up a new design, gone, like within that hour. And then he opens up the books, which I think are closing tomorrow. So if you guys are on and want 1.9 wheels, he's doing a run of 1.9s. Go on his website, find which 1.9s you want, and then get them to cut you a set because they are low production, but they are sweet.
Yep.
So I have a set of Specs RC wheels en route. Oh, nice, David Ferris. Sorry. Yeah, they're sweet. Do you know which ones you got? I've been getting my TX4 ready. Ready almost.
These ones are really pretty.
They are really pretty. The camera doesn't do it justice. Not this camera. So beadlock rings. So he has a option where you can order the CNC rings or just get the injection molded rings. Most of my rigs, I actually run the injection molded rings because I've ran the aluminum rings before and they just get pretty nicked up pretty bad. But Moto Works RC, I think is the website. He sells the rings that fit for 1.9 and he sells them in different colors. What's that?
They're fit to the whole pattern.
Yep. I'm sure there's probably other ones that do, but I know for sure that brand does. The SSD ones will not fit. So you can literally never buy them ever. It's true.
It is true.
Yep. That's it. Yep.
So projects I have to do, well, I have my black market to still finish.
Oh yeah, I should probably build one of those too.
Did you finish yours?
No. Oh, okay. So you know what's killing me?
Warpath to finish.
Hold on a second.
OC one that I started before Monster Jam to finish. I still have the videos from Monster Jam World Finals to finish. The best
I know.
ones.
You wrote a whole article about it, by the way. If no one read it, just look at the pretty pictures. Hang on a second. Let me show you why it's killing me that I haven't finished this truck yet.
I need to get an SMT10. I'm gonna go look and see what they cost right now.
Whoa. Dropping it everywhere. So it's killing me.
Trade-in program for the LMT chassis. I don't think so, man. People bought them. They're awesome. They'll sit on shelves looking beautiful.
So this is why
we'll run them still.
It's killing me because I painted a body like my Lazarus body, and I'm going to have to do the back half of it to match for my black market.
That looks sick. You need to finish that.
I know, right? I know. I just want to build a little back half hoop for it to protect the body. And I have a cage actually for it that I designed that I started building, and then I decided to jettison it. But it's ready, man. It's there. I just gotta throw it together.
How's my Chevelle body coming?
Chevette.
Oh, I said Chevelle last week.
What?
I said Chevelle. That's what I wanted.
Oh, that's what you want? You said Chevette.
Yeah. Oh, no. I'm pretty sure it's Chevelle.
You said brown Chevette.
No. What I need is a Chevelle body.
Yeah. The 4-door or the long. Which one? What Chevelle are you looking at? Or do you like now?
No, it really was a Chevette.
I know it was a Chevette.
I don't want you to actually make me one.
What VW
body? I'd rather be a Chevelle.
So David Ferris says, "What VW body or body behind URC Amigos?" It's a Sand Scorcher body, and I'm going to put that on a 3D strap wrap RC Club carbon fiber low CG chassis. And so it's going to be a very lightweight crawler. One of them is going to be like that. I have 2 of those bodies. One of them is going to be like that because I want to make, and then I also want to make another one, a square body Chevy off a Clodbuster body, to be my lightweight hiking rigs. And then one of them, so you know how I have my slash sandrail kits. This one's for that little bug body. It's a short body kit.
Awesome.
So I'm going to make one for that too. But, when
those things look so cool.
Which ones?
The sand rails.
Yeah,
Did you see the one that was on Facebook with the whole custom motor and everything in it?
Is that Gecko Trails?
Yes.
Probably. Yeah.
Yes. That was amazing.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's all right.
He's all right. He's all right. He's pretty good. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay,
It's no Lazarus, but I mean, it's all right.
Okay, so let's talk about something. So David Ferris says he has a soft spot for VW bugs. Tony, I watched Dust to Glory 2 again the other day, and I had an epiphany that me and you need to start writing proposals for. We need to do a class 5, or maybe not class 5, but we need to do a Baja bug and run like a Baja 500. Me and you. Have it sponsored by an RC company. I can build it. I have the shop. I built bugs before. We need to do that down in California.
All right.
That would be fun, right? You don't sound excited about that.
I think it sounds amazing. I was shocked until you said that you knew how to build one, and I'm like, okay, that works.
No, I'm serious. Like I've built those
them.
Before. Yeah. So, yeah,
I should do it,
dude. It'd be awesome. Just to even like do so. Yes, 1-to-1 black market. What are you talking about? Yes. So, what would be rad? Control. Yeah. No, I think it'd be rad, dude. And then like even if we just went down and pre-ran it like the Hoonigans did, that would be cool. You'll be 4 inches shorter when you're done. Yeah. Get those PRP seats in there. That's what I'm talking about. I have a 63 in my garage. Needs disc brakes. I just sold a 68/69. I had glass fenders on it, 4-point cage, shaved everything, 1600 dual port, discs all around. And it was my high school car that I started building, and it just kind of not like Wilkie Shark or Slug Shark, yeah, like that one. Yep. But yeah, I just sold one, so I would love to build one. I think that'd be so much fun. Hey,
look at Shreddies, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what I would do. That's the kind that I'm talking about. And Black Market says, come out to Nevada before you fight the cartel in Mexico. It's all good. It's all good.
Now,
I can speak the language. I look the part.
Those buggies would be so rad here in the sand. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Put some paddles on it.
I'm telling you, Tony. Let's do it.
I love bugs. So I had when the original came out, I had the first year of the new Volkswagen in yellow.
Wait.
Yeah, the really girly looking ones when they came back out.
You can't say I love bugs and then I had the first of the new generation.
Well, I didn't have the old one. I needed something that was modern.
Oh, you're killing me.
But the old ones are definitely.
How did you fit into that? My mom had a convertible one.
Dude,
like
they're
that.
So tall.
I know, but did you ever
roomier than like most?
You ever
cars
sit in the back seat? Like,
well, I didn't ever have to sit in the back seat. I drove it. It was mine. It's a stick shift. It was super great on gas.
Yeah.
It was a. Yeah, but it is not an original. Man, I would die to have.
They're cheap.
Tall, thin tires.
I looked at it. I found them for like 35 hundo. And I know a guy with a metal shop.
Do you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't have the original. I had a new one.
Yeah.
But it's all I could get at the time. I couldn't get a working. I looked at so many. Like one of my buddies had one, but it was all like plasticed out. Like, because in Michigan everything rusts. Like, they rust out the whole, the bottom of them. You know, the floor pans, all that are all rusted out. Or
Oh yeah, yep. I know what you're talking about.
So
now.
then the whole back end of it was like plastic and dune buggied out. It was cool, but
So I'm saying that would be fun,
I was
man.
so excited that they were finally making them again that I went and got the new when it came out. I got the new one, but
I don't know if I can talk to you anymore.
It
That's
was
pretty
not
terrible.
the Baja version of the old original.
That's pretty terrible. I think that'd be fun. I think we should set a goal for that. 2 years. Let's see how many sponsors we can pick up and build one of those. Why not? Right? Like I would even venture to say I would. So I've been looking at lightly looking at side by sides, and I was like, you know what? I could buy a Bug or a full Jeep, cheaper than a side by side.
I see Alex is in here, and it just reminded me we had a downpour the other day. Alex, I don't know if you remember it. It would have been Saturday. Anyway, I was up. Yeah, it was Saturday because we were going to play pickleball, and I needed to get another racket because we had people in town, and we had an odd number of paddles, and so I went to get one. And I was at Meyer, and I was sitting there, and it was really storming down there in like Standale. And man, this truck came by, all modded out, the tires in the back, and he just into the Meyer parking lot, just burned that whole corner, just sliding sideways through. The whole front end's like lifting up the suspension. It looks so good. Their shop has to have worked on that truck. It was so sick. Totally pre-runnered out, man.
He's asking what color.
I didn't get a good look at it because it was flying by like crazy.
He fell on the ground in awe afterwards.
All I did was just like, it's a pre-runner. So all I saw was like the front up underneath, like the the bumper or the skid. And I'm like, damn, that's awesome. And he's just like sideways through. Suspension looked so plush.
A TJ with 5.3 and 35s, no left. That would be unless you took the fender flares off, that'd be a little rubby. I would think. 35s are pretty tall tires. I would love. We had a CJ7 with 44s, which wasn't really a crawler. It was just like a little sand, like play around truck or Jeep when I was in high school. 44s is a tall tire. We had a 30. I think we had a 302 in that. I don't think we had a Chevy in that motor or in that truck. Ford or Chevy?
I think it was a Ford.
Oh.
Pretty sure it looked like a Ford front end.
Yep.
Dual tires in the rear.
Very nice.
What I don't know anything about the Rebel Con lineup. And I don't know the TC if that's something new. I've seen the RJ Rebel Con that they had.
I haven't seen the TC. Good. Well, Rebel Con sounds like TC sounds. Oh wait, TC Jeep. I was gonna say TC. Is that a trophy truck or I don't know, but
I don't know.
Army. Yep.
The RJ one I think looks good. The orange.
Mm-hmm. We're all Chevy in this household. If you haven't noticed, all my crawlers are Chevy. All my trucks are Chevy.
Chevrolet Ford.
Yeah. Well, my stepdad's 55 that we have in the garage here has a Mustang 2 front end. I think he wanted to cut it out and put a Camaro front end on it.
There you go.
Suspension, anyways.
I got a Ford because I really wanted the GMC. But I just kept reading that they didn't, that there were still steel parts to the body. And with rust, I just wanted to get the aluminum. That's the main reason, is really just about, I don't want to have a rusted out truck.
Yeah. See, I don't have to worry about that out here. Let them rust.
You meant to say they look good. I mean, Scale Builders Guild had a pretty good video on it. I think Harley did one too. RC Driver Online, but I did not look at one.
I didn't get a chance to look at the link for that new trophy, the Chinese knockoff or
that
Taiwan.
looked pretty cool.
I didn't get a chance to look at the link. Yeah, did you have the link that you could pull up so we can take a look at it online here? I want to get a UDR or a Super Baja.
So I wouldn't get it because those kind of things, if you break parts,
right,
it's what you're running into with your off-road truck. At least the Traxxas one, you'll have parts for years.
yeah,
years and years and years. So whatever savings you get are lost in the longevity of the ability to run it, in my opinion, which is why I didn't even go look at it. I saw the thing on his video.
Well, I'm wondering if any parts are compatible with it. You know what I mean? Like if it's like a Thunder Tiger brand and that you could actually just cross-platform other parts to it.
I'm going to his video now. It's the... How about that Red Cat, though? That came out last week when we were...
Yeah, that body's sick. I'd like to see that on a monster truck. On a monster truck, Josh, if you're listening, I'd like to see the Red Cat body on a monster truck. On a mud truck, actually. That'd be sweet.
So here it is on RC Fans. This is the page that he had linked.
I want more pictures. I mean, it looks like a Baja Ray to me.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. But he said 1/7 scale, I thought, or 1/6 scale. That looks like a Baja Ray.
Looks very much like a Baja Ray. Battery strap on the side, though. Body clips for the top. Right. I don't hate that. I, for one, do not hate that about it. Just going to go out on a limb and say that. I like how easy that is to access every single component while still keeping the look. However, that means that the cage is part of the body?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, that's kind of how my Nomad is. The cage is part of the body. That looks a lot like a Baja Ray. Well, that picture would probably tell more. How's the steering? Clean. Yeah. No, that's not like a Baja Ray steering. That's different. Ooh, ESC's way up front. That's cool.
Not bad.
I don't know, man. It doesn't look too bad to me.
Just if you broke an arm, where would you get a replacement?
I don't break stuff, Tony. Lies. Lies. Kind of like a UDR. Yeah. Oh, look at all those shocks
too. Because I was thinking that it looked like in this shot that there's dual shocks up front. Yeah, there's one that's spring and one that doesn't have springs.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, there it is. Look at that.
Yep.
That's money.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'd rip it just for fun. What motor does it have? What KV? Does it say?
1600.
Okay, so it's an 8th scale can probably.
Yeah, 4274. It looks pretty long.
Yeah.
And it looks like it does 4S or 6S maybe.
Ooh.
Probably 6S.
Yeah. That's a big servo.
That's a funky controller. Plastic.
Who cares? I'm throwing that out as soon as I get it.
Well, again, that's part of the whole cost thing they talks about.
Yeah.
So it might be a little cheaper then, but it definitely is at the sake of some of the electronics and
right. Yeah, dog bone shafts.
Good though. I don't hate.
So can you scroll down to that third member on the axle down there? Can you see? Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Right there. Is the input shaft? See, I'm wondering if you could change the drive shaft or if you have to run the silly dog bone thing. Those are terrible. If you're running 6S to that, that's yeah, instantly. Or it's just going to get all that lash that happens in the input shaft. Well, there's the input shaft right there.
Pretty long.
Well, you can see, I'm just saying that for the dog bone, you can see that input shaft for the pinion. Right?
Yeah.
Didn't I break the project drag truck back in the winter? Maybe. Maybe. Yes. Cabin smells like farts. I feel like I'd pull out
Yikong or something. He's right.
Yep.
Yikong DF7 1/7 scale. I need to do a translate.
Just for fun.
That's not a yummy meat thermometer. I don't know what any of this says. I don't know what I did.
How's our beef jerky sponsor coming, Tony?
I don't know, but I'm clicking lots of buttons.
Oh no!
I don't know what to do.
You're gonna
in English.
You're gonna have a mail order bride here pretty soon. Is it that late already?
Oh wow, 1:30.
Yeah.
You've been going 2.5.
Yeah. You're like, I got about an hour and a half in me tonight.
Yeah, I should be working on stuff.
I know. I got to set up my wife's new computer, man.
The one that's letting you go to the gauntlet?
Yeah, I know.
Because you bought her a new computer?
Oh, man. I'm hoping that. Do you have any experience with the brand new MacBook Pros? Which one is yours? Yours has a slider on it. Ours doesn't have that. Ours is the M1. Yeah, ours is the M1 Pro.
Oh, what do you mean as far as what experience? When you do the new setup, you'll be able to just put them like by each other and.
Oh no, I'm not talking about that. I know that, but I mean like I'm really and I'm really interested on the FaceTime camera, or if it's still garbage like all the other FaceTime cameras. It says it's 1080p, which this only allows us to do 720.
Yeah, so 1080p garbage.
Yeah, I know, right? So I don't know, but I'm very excited for everything else that it does.
Yeah.
We got the 1 terabyte, the 16 onboard RAM. I didn't go with a 32. You probably go with 32 or more, but I only got the 16. And then
yeah, well, on this computer here, I didn't. This is the M1.
You on the laptop or your
Mac Mini?
Mac Mini, yeah.
Yeah.
That's yep.
So I didn't top it out because I figured at $600 I could replace it every 2 years.
Oh yeah.
like dang, I'm not gonna spend like really jack the price up by doing all the upgrades. I'm just gonna get a cheap one because as it is, it's faster than my laptop for a lot of things. Like I definitely have more video editing power but general tasks, it's so fast. Yeah, and it does edit 4K and it does whatever, but it doesn't multitask as well doing it. Or overload it with certain effects, and that's where the video card doesn't keep up. Where my other one has like the slam and video. So my MacBook is like whenever I buy those, it's usually like everything to the top of what I can, because if I'm already investing that much.
Yep.
But nowadays I don't live that way, because even still it's like 3 years old and it's not as fast as this $600. MacBook or Mac
Mini.
Mini.
Yeah, that's generally how we are. But this one, so we did the 16-inch screen and we have the 15-inch right now. That's what I'm on, is on the 15-inch. But I think the only difference of the next one up was the, like, without maxing it out custom, was the onboard RAM.
Right.
And that was the 32 gigs versus the 16. And the thing that sucks about this particular computer is you can't update the RAM like the old, because it's on board.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
But with that M1 chip, and if you edit off of SSD cards, most things are going to be pretty fast.
Yep.
That's the way it is.
Oh wait, no. The the higher one is 32 cores. And ours is 16 core. That's the big difference. But for you, those that don't know, I'm so confused. For those that don't know, if you have Best Buy nearby, I buy ours at Best Buy, and I buy the open box certified, and it saves you like $500 every time.
Really?
Yep.
I've never gotten that kind of a savings for an open box.
Oh yeah, at the Best Buy around here, this one was, I think it saved $500 or $400.
We're just geeking out, guys.
I know.
So my computer, the way that I get away with this on this Mac Mini is everything else does the heavy lifting, and that's what you can do with the two. Like, so this Mac Mini is basically for streaming and whatever.
Right.
But I have a Rodecaster doing the audio, and I've got ATM Mini doing all the video stuff. So it just, all the computer thinks is I've got a web camera hooked up. Yeah. Like, it doesn't know. So yeah.
Yep. I know the one I'm running right now is a 2015 Retina. It's like, it's starting to chug, and I was like, I kept on telling her, I'm like, your computer is not going to last. Like, we need to get a new one. Like, it's time. It's time.
7 years is a good run, though.
It is a good run, yeah, and it still does pretty well. The video is what's lagging really bad. Like, if I throw a SD card in there that has 4K, even
it doesn't uncompress stuff well. So that's the thing that changes. We're trying to compress everything, all our video bytes and all our data, into smaller and smaller things, and that means that the computer then has to unpack it.
Yep.
And that's why a computer that used to work so good now doesn't, is because, well, the files that we're making it have to unpack are way different, and it wasn't built for that. So yeah,
it's choppy. It's hard to even like preview stuff now.
I'd be like, kid, I don't even edit my videos. I don't know how. I just figured out how to choose a thumbnail. There's thumbnail apps you can get for your phone too to build thumbnails. I just saw. So
I'm excited because I'm hoping and crossing my fingers that actually helps me elevate my YouTube game. Now that I can be in bed with a laptop and like do all that kind of stuff. Shut your mouth, Tony.
Listen, I can be in bed with a laptop and do all that kind of stuff.
Should I? Do you want a picture? You want a picture of this, Tony?
Microphone placement.
Just saying. What's up, California? VMB Speed. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Just saying.
Pablo's lightsaber there.
We call it the Red Rocket.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
So anyway, you're excited that you can edit videos and whatnot.
Yep.
Yep.
Because right now I don't feel right editing videos at the shop, and I have it's called a Sombrero Spaceship. That's what I named my computer at the shop, because that's the very top end iMac that I got there. But I just don't feel right because, you know, I should be doing that at home or whatever, not at work. So,
yeah. And so you're around your family and all that.
Yeah, exactly. So once I have the opportunity to do that with the laptop, it should be a lot easier. And then file management, like I love editing videos on LumaFusion. So that's the next step is I'm going to download LumaFusion and see if I can run it on that M1 because apparently you can. And if you can do that, it's like, oh, baby, that's just streamlined everything.
Nice.
805, what's up? Yep. Says Pablo is on one, boy.
All right, well, we should wrap up. It's 1:30 here. I've got a big day tomorrow editing. And don't forget, you guys, coming to Scale Metal Supplies.
We should put a link in your description if you can. I don't know if you can still.
Does he have it up there? I can still add it.
I don't know if he has it up there, but I know his website's live, so
just link it to there. Boom, here. We can still.
There it is.
I'm gonna put it in the description right now.
Do we want to do or should we save a giveaway for next time, or what's something that's quick? We can do it next time.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that. Do it at the beginning.
Cool. Yep.
Middle. Like the first 30 minutes in when.
Yep. And off air, I have an idea that I wanted to run by you for marketing stuff. So.
Okay. Order the LMT Mega.
Whatever you want to call them. Should I leave the bomb in, or should I take it out? I'm not. I mean, the bomb. It looks cool.
Bombs are awesome. The only way it'd be cooler is if it's a skull, because there's so many skulls on the body.
Yeah.
All right, it should be in the description now.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll talk about how we want to do it.
Sounds good.
And people jump through hoops. And then, yeah.
Maybe we'll give away 2 sets then next time. I got enough.
Up in the ante.
Yep.
Awesome.
Cool, man.
Guys, thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us, even though you didn't have to.
Yes.
So, no too much appreciate no trickery with Pablo this time with him going to the gauntlet.
What?
We will not do trickery if he is going to be coming to the gauntlet. We would make that very well known. It's very soon coming up, and there are not plans in the works as of yet.
No, I think it's a very tough sell. School starting, all that kind of stuff. It's a very tough sell for my other half, but we'll see.
Yep. All right.
Cool.
See you guys.
Take it easy. Stay classy.